What's going on, guys? Day 6 of the 8-week shred. Ready to get it going. I got up early this morning, about 5:30, went and did morning cardio. I only did about 25 minutes. Kind of a funny story from yesterday. We were at a new gym. We went up to Solana Beach to work out because we had someone that we were meeting up for dinner up in Solana Beach, and I got in trouble for taking video. So one of the trainers had come over to me and was like, "Hey man, you can't take video, you know, some of the women here get really weird about it." And I kind of shook him off or whatever. It was just like, whatever, dude. And he came back over when I was getting ready to leave, and he kind of apologized. He's like, "Hey man, I didn't mean to wreck your day," or whatever he said. "I didn't mean to throw you off," or whatever. And I was just like, "You didn't throw me off." I was like, "Dude, the thing is that," I was like, "I'm not taking video of girls. I'm a big old mo." So, and he's like, "What?" And he kind of laughed, and I was like, he's like, "No worries, man." He kind of giggled it off and was just like, you know, it's just that some of the ladies get weird about it. And I was like, I get it, you know. So, but highlight of the day is I'm working out. I was doing abs. I wasn't able to record it. I did get the whole shoulder workout, even though I had to sneak a couple of the videos in there. As you guys probably saw, some of them were like from the ground facing up. But highlight was that I'm working out doing abs, and all of a sudden I look back and it was Darren Hardy, who's one of my favorite authors in the whole world. I've seen him speak multiple times, and I've read most of his books. He's just stretching behind me. So I walk over to him and say hi, and just kind of, I told him thank you, you know, for all that he does. And his books are really inspiring, and they definitely inspired me. They inspired me to write, inspired me to, you know, just go after everything. He has a book called The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster that is so true, you guys, that most people don't understand that to be successful in business, 95% of it is a fucking roller coaster. It is not easy. But the 5% where you really get ahead and things are happening for you, it's the most exciting thing in the world to have something that you're building and it becomes successful, and you know, it's yours. You own it. You know, the fact that when you don't have to wake up to someone else's time and have to go to work and have somebody tell you what to do. And I'm not down on jobs. It's just the entrepreneurship is for me. Like I love it, and I enjoy even the ups and downs. And you know, it's same thing with getting in shape. You know, there's gonna be ups and downs. It's not always easy. There's gonna be times where you want to eat that bread. Like last night when I was at dinner, you know, they brought bread to the table, and I'm looking at it like, damn, that looks good. You know, but you have to make those decisions along the way for your goals, right? And that's how you're going to be a step ahead of other people, is when you make those small choices, because those small decisions over a long period of time add up huge. And anyway, it was just an awesome day. I thought the situation was kind of funny, but yeah, it was just an awesome day. So day 6, yesterday we hit shoulders. Today is leg day. So we're going to smash legs today. I'm going to get that recorded for you guys. So, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Welcome back to another episode, you guys. This is Joshua Zitting of joshuazitting.com, and today we're talking about meal prep. When we go grocery shopping, one of the key things to keep in mind, I'm all about simplicity, right? I like meals that can be done in under 5 minutes, because if they take a lot longer than that, I'm probably not going to do them. I'd rather grab something fast. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are like that. Now, a couple key tips before we actually jump into the breakdown of everything is, when you go grocery shopping, one key tip is to stay on the outskirts of the store. you'll notice that that's where most of the more natural earth-grown products are. That's where you're gonna find your meat, that's where you're gonna find your veggies, all that stuff. So when you start going into the inner aisles of any grocery store, you're gonna find that that's where the more processed foods are. So there's a couple other things that I wanna cover before we jump into cooking all this stuff up. And one is frozen vegetables, right? So why do I choose to go with like these steamer bags versus organic, whole, natural vegetables? Mind you, I don't necessarily say one over the other is better. There's a couple of things that I learned in a lot of my nutrition classes as I was in school, is that when you actually have frozen vegetables, they're picked when they're ripe and then frozen, versus a lot of the vegetables that you get in stores are picked when they're unripe and they ripen as they go through the process of getting to the grocery store. So it has been said that there's a lot more nutrients found in frozen vegetables, but again, that's not really my focus. My focus is making something easy that I can literally be done in 5 minutes, and that's for me, for my simplicity, why I choose to go that route. Now, if you prefer otherwise, that's totally okay. And then along with that, you guys, we've got pretty much all the basics, the meats. We've got some beans over here. I got a homemade guacamas recipe that I'm sure you guys have kind of seen. So a lot of this goes along with that, with the avocados. We've got our yogurt for obviously sludge. If you guys haven't seen the sludge recipe, it's awesome. And yeah, so as I break this stuff down, we're going to talk about really macronutrients, you know, the big hype between counting your macros, which is kind of hearsay. I do understand it. A lot of you guys that have heard of the whole counting macro theory, which isn't really a theory, it's kind of the same thing as counting calories, right? But the one thing is that if you're just counting your macros and you're still eating unhealthy food, it's not the same quality of food that you're actually putting in your body. And I think quality is important. So we're going to kind of explain both methods, counting macros and also counting calories, because when it comes down to it, losing weight or getting fit, getting ripped, whatever be the case, even putting on muscle, it's all about your calories in versus the energy that you're expending. So with that said, you guys, we're going to start kind of cooking some of this up. And again, this is Meal Prep 101, and here we go. All right, guys, check it out. So basically what I did is you want to make sure you wash all your vegetables, because a lot of times your vegetables are not washed. You want to get all that extra, you know, possible pesticides or anything else off of your veggies. I do things in kind of an interesting way. I'll pan cook some of my chicken. I'll grill up some of my chicken just because I like it 2 different ways. I typically do sweet potatoes in a pan in the oven with chicken. So basically you just set your oven, you know, to 375, and yeah, the nice thing is your chicken and potatoes take about the same time to do. You can even nuke your potatoes if you want them done a little bit quicker. So you can nuke them and then put them into the oven. And then basically what I do is simple seasonings. Obviously you guys know that I like Mrs. Dash. I use it pretty much on everything. So what I'll do is I'll season pretty much my chicken up. The other thing that I like to do is either with sriracha or Frank's Red Hot, basically toss it over the chicken. I like spicy food, so that's just kind of your own personal preference. Cayenne pepper. You guys, cayenne pepper is a great anti-inflammatory. It also helps speed up your metabolism, and again, it adds nice spice. So I go ahead and use that as well. And then basically what I'll do is I get my pasta cooking up. I'll get my sweet potatoes, basically chop them up. They go right in this pan. I get those going, and then I basically get my rice and my veggies going as well, and then we start measuring everything out. Check it out, we're almost done. Look at how good that chicken turned out. And the broccoli and green beans, the pasta, we got some rice, we got ground turkey, got all that good stuff. So, pretty simple, you guys. When you're trying to calculate, oh, by the way, Don't be afraid to make your kitchen just an absolute freaking mess, because it doesn't matter. If you're prepping your meals, you're in the kitchen once, maybe for 4 or 5 days, and you're set up for the week, and that's the best part about it. So the biggest thing with when you're trying to lean out is it's a calculation, you guys. So you got to know basically how many calories you're burning every single day if you do nothing, right? So there's a basal metabolic rate that you have for your body age group, you know, your weight, height, all that stuff, that's going to give you a number. Let's say 2,500 calories a day that you're burning, right? Now, let's say that you're exercising every day or 5 days a week. That's typically an extra 600 to 1,000 calories that you're going to burn in that hour, depending upon how intense your workout is. So simply put, you need to be in a deficit if you're trying to lose weight. If you're trying to put muscle on, you need to actually be in an energy positive state, which means you need to be eating enough calories more so than what you're burning. So there is an art to it. It's pretty simple, because if you know how many grams of fat you're allowed per day, how many grams of carbohydrates you're allowed per day, and how many grams of protein, then all you have to do is match those numbers up every single day. And it really couldn't be more simple than that. So I prep all my food, and then I take these little Ziploc containers and I measure out exactly what I need every single day to put me right at 2,200 calories a day. And then there's absolutely no guessing involved. And pretty much then the other aspect of it is just getting your workouts in. So I hope this helps you guys. I hope that makes sense, where yes, counting your macros does work. It's another form of counting calories. But I do think that while some of these guys on the internet are saying, you know, it doesn't matter what you eat as long as you're within your macros, that's fine. But I do think that there's something to be said about the quality of food that you're putting in your body. Regardless of, okay, your calories are on point, you're still losing weight, that's great. You had fried chicken and you're still within your macros. My point being is that there's still other things that food does to your body. So putting quality food in your body is really, really important.
Kicking off leg day with squats. And as you guys see, I'll do the front and back view here. With squats, you really want to make sure that you take care of your lower back, keeping that chest and head up really tall as you go into your squat. From there, we go into a single leg dumbbell lunge, and I alternate curl to side raise. From there, I went into a lying hamstring curl, driving your heels into your butt and squeezing your hamstring. And then from that exercise, we went right into sled pushes. So you do one way down, one way back, and then right into walking lunges. And that's one set. Calf raises. We hit each angle, sets of 10, toes in, toes out, flat, 3 sets. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the 8-Week Shred. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and comment. It really helps our channel out. Take care, guys.